All right, I'm going to talk about the 2020 Honda Crf250F a little bit today. Hadn't done a video in a while. Hadn't really rode much, honestly. Just hadn't really had time to get out. I rode, I think, one time last year, maybe two. Didn't take the camera though to video. But I have done some upgrades or modifications, I guess you might say, to the bike. And I thought I'd share those with you today. So, starting out for me, I'm 6 feet tall, 230 pounds, and the bike fits me fine. There's nothing wrong with the fit of the bike, but the one thing that I always would like to have improved upon after purchasing the bike was the seat height. Stock seat height was 34.8, but of course with my weight when I sit on it, you know, it'd squat a little bit. I never have any troubles with it bottoming out riding. Typical riding. Now, if you do any jumping, I don't care what your weight is, it's going to bottom out, and that's because this bike is not designed for jumping. So what I did to kind of increase the seat height and to just make the bike overall a little bit more comfortable for me to ride is I come across this website called Hyperlight Auto, or Hyperlight Moto, sorry, and found some parts on there. And first thing I did, I ordered this new clevis, it's called. It goes on the bottom of the shock. And that's going to add almost about 1.5 inches of lift just by itself. Then they also offer this linkage ride height adjuster. And you can flip this around, see it says high. And that's going to add I think they said about 1 inch or so of ride height, or 1/2 inch, somewhere around there. And or you can flip it around and it will be more of your standard height. So I added that, and that put the seat height at, it's roughly 35 and a half, 35 3/4, not quite 36. So it added a little bit, enough difference when sitting on the bike, I can tell it. So when adding that though, I also went ahead and got this kickstand extender so that you can continue to use the factory kickstand. Just gives it a little bit, puts it at a different angle, stretches out a little bit so that it makes contact to the ground so the bike's not leaning too far over. I also added these new foot pegs from the same website. These are great. Make standing up so much better than the stock ones. So much better. All right, coming up top, I replaced the stock bars with these Renthal fat bars. They go from 1 1/8 in the middle to 7/8 on the end, so you can continue to use your stock throttle, and all the stock pieces here still fit just fine. These are the Ricky Carmichael high bend bars. They came with their own adapters, hard to see, to go to the 1 1/8 inch bar. I also added these Pro Taper pillow top grips, pretty nice. And then also, to kind of help with the lift also, I added these from that Hyperlight Moto website, where it helps extend, it replaces your fork, the tops of the forks there with these extenders, and then you loosen these and then you extend this out. Gives it a little bit better feel, better track, kind of extends the forks out a little bit. And so overall it just gives the bike a much more comfortable feel, especially if you're, I'd say 6 feet and more. You would really appreciate these types of improvements to the bike. Other than that, everything else on the bike has been great. Had no issues, none whatsoever. It's just for what this bike is designed to do, it does it very well. And I don't see how you could beat it with anything else. Again, this bike is a trail bike. They did go with the look of the racing bikes, and that's cool, and I'm sure the right kind of rider could probably race this and do fine on it in certain scenarios. But this bike, in its intent, built by Honda, was made for the trails. And I think if you use it in the manner in which it was designed, you'll find that this is a very, very nice bike. Very comfortable and very capable. So if you're thinking about this bike, looking at one, debating about it, I wouldn't hesitate. If you can pick one up and find one for a good price, I'd do it, because you won't regret it. If you're a beginner rider, it's going to be great. If you're an experienced rider and you just want something that's got, you know, just the ability to just putz around the trails and take it easy and have fun and still have a little bit of, you know, power to do whatever, then I think you would enjoy this bike as well. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. If I do any more modifications or upgrades, I'll do another video. Hopefully we'll get out and ride a little bit this year and be able to capture some of that as well. So thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing, as I'm going to try to keep some more content coming on this bike. Thanks again.